Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's another, guess what? Rainy day here in Sharpsburg, Georgia at Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement. I wish it would stop raining. I'd much rather do some of this outside in the fresh air, weather, and all that. I love working outside, but here I am in my garage. Oh, somebody's watching, somebody's watching. New project here. This is a 2018 Ford Explorer Special Edition or something like that. I mean, it's loaded. It's loaded. I didn't do any pics or video yesterday before I got started on this thing just because I mainly forgot. And that's okay. But at this point, this belongs to a regular customer. Hey, Mr. Purvis. How you doing, brother? This belongs to a regular customer. Husband and wife, they are also neighbors. So they're getting a good deal. A, because they're neighbors, and B, because they are repeat customers. I do her car, which is this one, and his, which is a big truck, and they have his and her Harleys also, Mr. Purvis. They like to ride together, which is a good thing. But what prompted me to pick up the video camera and go live this morning is that all he wanted done on the outside of this. Who is that? Oh, that's JJ, it looks like. Oh, that's Miss JJ. Hey, Miss Jessica Lynn. Project I took in yesterday, he just wanted a maintenance wash on it, just wanted it clean. So I did that, pre-rinsed it, used a foam cannon, foamed it and all that, deconned it, did a contact wash. Mr. John Robert, how you doing there, brother? And all that, blah, 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 clay barred the windows, and did the wheels and tires. I stripped them pretty good because they were nasty. I don't know how long it's been since this vehicle has been cleaned. But I got it kind of clean and it's ready this morning. I'm gonna do some more work on the outside. But I keep all my sealants and that sort of stuff in the refrigerator. So the thing of it is, when you take them out, you have to let them warm up to room temperature because they won't work very good cold. So I've got them sitting down in front of my heater, warming them up a little bit. But I suspect, A, she's either been taking this thing through car washes, or she's been having some mobile detailer or somebody like that do it somewhere at work, and they may have been using improper washing procedures. Yeah, it looks pretty good from back here, doesn't it? I mean, it's just basically clean right now. But what I wanted to show you is all the manufacturers pretty much nowadays, the pillar post over there and pieces like this are cheap plastic with cheap paint. And it's like, if you've ever watched on YouTube, there's a fella out of England, a high level detailer, very technical. His videos are forensic detailing, and I forget his name right off, but he said that stuff there will scratch just because you're thinking about it in the other room. And like I said, what I wanted to do is, you know, from back here, hey Terry, from back here, it looks pretty good. It passes what I call the 4-foot test until you get it under some bright light like what I have in here. But as you move closer, and I've got an inspection light here, you see all those scratches. Jason, I'm glad you're watching, brother. Look at this, Jason. Look at the scratches in this pillar post here, would you? Oh my gosh. Of course, Jason, you back up. They look good from 4 foot away, but when you get in close, look at that. Whew. Jason, has she been taking this thing through the car wash or something or another? Golly. And the paint has got a lot of micro marring on it as well Jason, if you want this corrected, and the micromarring in the paint as well, which it doesn't show as bad as this, because as I was just saying, all the manufacturers, this stuff, they make it out of cheap plastic. It's plastic, and they put cheap paint on it. And it's like a lot of other high level detailers say, yeah, ain't it the truth, Terry? Ain't that the damn truth? He says that this stuff will scratch just because you're thinking about it in the other room. So if you want to talk to me about this, Jason, give me a call later or stop by. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason. All right, you know that's going to make the price go up, Jason. Hey, Miss Tammy, we're just talking about this scratching here, and I'll show you, Jason. This pillar post here, just as bad. Oh my gosh, it looks like car wash brushes to me. Some of it. Of course, some of these scratches like that, I don't know what that came from. It could have been just a rock flying up going down the road. But that stuff will scratch just because. And back here, Jason, see all that? If you're still watching, holy moly. Get rid of a lot of that, Jason, but I don't think you're going to be able to get rid of all of it. But yeah, I'll take care of it, and hell, we'll talk about the money later. That ain't no big deal. If you want it taken care of, I'll take care of it, brother. Got the glass all clean, Jason. Clay barred it and everything. But look at that pillar post there, Jason. That's what prompted me to pick up the camera this morning. I wanted everybody to see that. So, yes, look at that. Look at that, Jason. Yes, sometimes you can polish this stuff up some, but really, the only perfect solution to that, Jason, is to have some PPF put on it or something like that, which I don't do. Don't know how to do it. Haven't worried about it. But we'll clean those up and polish them up as best as we can, Jason, and see what we can do about that, brother. Miss Cynthia will be happy, I think. You won't have to sleep on the couch. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But look, see there, that one? I think that's probably the worst one of all. Combination of road debris on these front ones. You know, they get hammered by road debris going down the road, Jason. Sand, rocks, pebbles, all kind of stuff. No, this is not from fingernails, Terry. No, she doesn't. I doubt if she's ever touched this part of her car. And I don't think she washes it herself. Jason could tell you. But a few contaminants left on the paint, Jason. Not bad, not bad. See, that's bonded contaminant right there. That only one way to get rid of that is by clay barring and buffing it. But the wheels and tires came out nicely. They've just been cleaned at this point. The tires haven't been treated. I haven't put sealant on the wheels yet. But we'll do that. This stuff all here came out pretty nice. And speaking of fingernails, Terry, I don't see any of the telltale signs of that here, you know, which is where you typically see that. You know that, Terry, from, you know, people doing this, men and women, but women typically worse because their fingernails are simply longer most of the time. There might be some in there, but that's not scratched up bad at all. So I'm thinking she's pretty careful when she opens her door, because this is usually the worst one, because that's where 90% of your in and out traffic get. Just like when I get to the inside, I gotta get out of that picture there. Oh no, showing me. The driver's area will be typically the worst, which we've got to do the interior of this one also. All right, folks, I guess my stuff is probably warmed up by now. Oh, my new motorcycle stands came in yesterday. I hope they work. Yeah, I know I know what you're talking about, Terry, but I don't think this car's a 2018, and she is pretty much the only one that drives it. back and forth to work, and and she's pretty careful with her stuff, I think. I don't see a lot of scratching under any of the door handles, Terry. This stuff here all came from either a car wash or improper washing methods. I'm not sure what it all came from. It didn't come from me, I can guarantee you that. I guarantee it. All right, Jason, I'll get right on it, brother. It's going to drive the timeline a little bit more. You know that. This is some timely stuff. You got to be careful when you're polishing that plastic. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get back at it. Damn, your beard grows faster than anybody I ever seen, Jason. All righty then, folks. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you.